Hey everyone, before we get into my video, I want to let you know that I once again partnered up with Bellesa and we are doing a massive giveaway where we are sending out free toys and gift cards to everyone. So stick around for more details. I am so freaking happy to announce that once again, I am partnered up with one of my all-time favorite companies, Bellesa. Bellesa is a by women company for all things sexual wellness. They're a celebration of intimacy, pleasure, and empowerment with a strong commitment to inclusive, sex-positive content and products. So here's the deal. My friends at Bellesa and I are literally sending out free vibrators and gift cards for vibrators to everyone who signs up for my giveaway. And I know you're probably thinking, Emily, what's the catch? There is none. All you have to do is click the link down below in the description box, sign up, and that's it. After that, you'll be receiving a free vibrator or gift card in the mail. It really is that easy. Also, while you're here, I wanted to showcase two of my favorite toys that I got through them. First of all, we have the Thump, the toy that does it all. Now, this is one of my newfound favorites. It vibrates, it suctions, and it, you guessed it, thumps. It's specially designed for all external clit-stimulating vibes, and it uses Bellesa's improved Pleasure Jet technology. It's made of non-porous, body-safe, and silky smooth silicone, and it's fully submersible in water. The Thump also comes with its own discreet carrying case, which I love because you can actually recharge the case. So when you're done using the Thump, you can put it right in and it'll charge and be ready for the next time. The last time that I partnered with Bellesa, I showcased the Air Vibe. Well, I'm pleased to announce they recently came out with an upgraded Air Vibe Pro. Now, the Air Vibe Pro stays true to the original model, thank God, but with a few major and much requested changes. The Air Vibe Pro has improved controls, stronger vibrations, quieter performance, longer battery life, and remote control functionality. So if you want to check either of these out, go ahead and click that link down below, check out the website, sign up for the giveaway, and receive your free gift. Okay, that's it. We're gonna get back to the vlog now. Love you! I have to report a crime. Let me set the scene for you. Right now is the beginning of rainy season in Austin, Texas, which means giant, biblical-sized grasshoppers are littering the city. I mean, you step outside your door, crunch, 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 every footstep. Tyrannosaurus Rex sized grasshoppers everywhere. I don't know why, I don't understand the science behind it, but it's terrifying, and they fly. We happen to live not on the first floor of our apartment complex, which is really nice and makes us feel safe. You know what it's not safe from? The grasshoppers, because they can fly. Yep, all throughout the day, because I work from home, I like to go in and out. We have an amazing balcony, okay? It overlooks nature, it's very serene, it's very quiet, peaceful, it's a great work environment. I like to go sit out there. Sue me. Please don't. I have no money. Apparently, in the multiple times a day that I am walking in and out of the apartment, in which the door is open for a microsecond before I shut it immediately behind me, dozens, okay, all right, let me not exaggerate, 3 to 4 grasshoppers a day have been entering our apartment. We don't understand how. It's gotten so bad that when I open the door, I am purposely looking all around me like some type of sniper for any trace of grasshopper before I even open the door. And then once I open it, I sprint and shut it right behind me. I slam it. So I don't know how they're getting in here. We can't figure it out. And normally, Elle, despite her normally being the pants wearer in the relationship, when an insect is involved, she suddenly turns into a fragile little maiden that needs rescuing. So every time we've been seeing these grasshoppers around the apartment, she screams, sprints in the other direction, shuts herself in the bathroom or bedroom, whichever is closest at the moment, and says, "Tell me when you've taken care of it." Now, do I like insects? Do I like grasshoppers and other things that can jump suddenly at my face? No. But do I do it because I love my girl? Yes. Because I have an issue killing anything that I think might have feelings. Do I eat chickens daily? Yes. Will I squish a grasshopper? No. I will get a cup from the kitchen, I will shoo the grasshopper into the cup, and then I'll place it back on the balcony or outside of our door so that it can go find its little family and be reunited by dinner time. Now, I don't want to use the term PTSD because that's very serious, all right? And it's not to be made light of. But am I developing some sort of trauma response to constantly chasing rhinoceros-sized crickets around my apartment? Yes, because they're on to me. This is the thing. They're on to me because as soon as I grab a cup and I start slowly walking towards it, you know, I like to talk sweetly and I say, yeah, I'm a friend, I'm here to help you, I'm gonna reunite you with your family. I don't know what it is about them, what kind of little meeting they had to discuss me, but they all decided when you see the lady with the cup coming towards you, she will help you get out of the trapped apartment that you're in that provides no source of comfort or food for you, and she will place you back outside where you belong. But you know what would be really funny? Like run from her. And you know what would be even more hilarious? When she gets closer to you, jump in her face. That would just, that'd be so fun. So as I'm coming towards them with the cup, they not only start sprinting in the other direction, so now I'm chasing after them, but once I have them cornered, because our apartment is not very big, they decide, this is it. I'm gonna give it my all. Ping, 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 ping. Jumping at my face, jumping at my arms, jumping over my head, and it's terrifying, okay? I'm sorry if you don't get it, but I am living in a hostile environment, so I came up with a solution. I'm a genius. I have figured out if I grab Franklin, our sweet little boy of a cat, and I place him directly in front of the cricket and I point to it, you know? I move his face and say, right there, boy, he will hunt it for me. Therefore, I am not killing it. I'm not being more traumatized. Frank gets the enrichment he deserves. He walks away feeling mighty and strong and powerful and like the protector of this home, and Elle doesn't have to deal with it at all. So honestly, it may seem mean that I am letting my cat hunt 3 to 4 crickets a day, but it is saving me and my mental health and my relationship and my sanity and my safety. For those of you that don't think that's a good solution and think I'm a monster for allowing my cat to do this, karma had its kiss for me. It sure did, because I was sitting here on this, you know, very couch, my office space. I was sitting here with my computer on my lap. I was on speakerphone with a client. I was trying to upsell her because part of my job for my virtual assisting company is to try and upsell the clients, you know, get them to book some extra stuff. That is necessary. I'm not like a hustler. I'm not gonna sell them something they don't need, but you know, I do talk to the clients and say, hey, I think your wedding could really use this and it would really upscale things. I sweet talk. I'm really good at it. I've always said, if social media doesn't work out for me, I'm just gonna become a salesman, because the amount that I can talk and convince someone to do something, impeccable. It's a gift. This is why I was such a brat as a child, because if I just talked long enough, people would either one, get annoyed with me and just want to shut me up and give me what I want, or I was so convincing that they just couldn't say no. Anyway, again, I digress. So here I am, doing my work, getting to know this client. My phone was sitting on my chest like this, and she was on speakerphone, and I had my computer in my lap, and I'm taking notes, and I'm looking at prices, and I'm crunching numbers. I'm not even kidding. She's telling me this story about how she wants to add microphones onto her wedding package because her elderly grandma, who previously she thought was too sick to attend her wedding, is now going to be attending her wedding, and she wants her to be able to hear every word of the wedding and not feel like she can't hear what's going on. So she's telling me this sweet sob story about how her grandma is the most important person in her life, and she's just so thankful that she can be there. And I'm just sitting here like on the verge of tears, and I'm like, that's so sweet. And that's when I see a jet of orange sprint in front of me. But I'm like, okay, Frank is just getting the zoomies, let it go. I go back to looking at my computer. Now I can just see this ball of fluffy orange in my peripherals, but I'm ignoring it because, you know, I'm a businesswoman. I'm a girl boss. I'm a hustler. I'm gonna concentrate on the sale. So I'm just seeing him kind of moving out of my peripherals, whatever. It's nothing new. I'm still crunching numbers, listening to her story. We're connecting, we're bonding. All of a sudden, that ball of orange jumps up on the couch and spits something at me. I slowly look to the left to see what he's dropped beside me. I'll give you one guess as to what it was. Go ahead. It was a half-alive cricket. Not only did he decide to bring me a mangled cricket, but one that was still alive and injured, and he spat it 2 inches from my lap. So again, as this woman is in the middle of telling me this story, I go, she assumes I've just been stabbed, murdered in my own home. She's going, what happened, what happened, what happened? I go, I'm gonna need a minute, Stephanie. I put myself on mute. At this point, I'm now standing across the apartment looking at this twitching cricket on my couch, wondering what do I do? Now I have to make my way back over to this couch, figure out what to do with this cricket, apologize to the client, let her know that I am indeed not bleeding out on my floor from some intruder breaking into my home, but it was just my orange cat with a singular brain cell spitting a half-dead cricket into my lap. Karma had its kiss for me. I taught Frank this bad habit. He really said, let me show you what I can do with my new talent. But anyway, I decided to put the cricket out of its misery. It was the nice thing to do. I couldn't watch it suffer. I placed it outside so that the wind can sweep it away and back into nature. And from now on, I will be discouraging Frank from catching the crickets because he is not capable of offering them a swift and timely death. So that was my morning. Anywho, I decided to put myself together a little bit because Elle and I are gonna head out to a little impromptu date night at this brewery that we are obsessed with that has my favorite chicken sandwiches and live music, and they have good board games. So we're gonna go eat dinner there because we don't feel like cooking and we wanna be cute. And then after that, I think we're just gonna come home and have a really cozy night. There's not much that you're missing today. Tomorrow and for the rest of the weekend, it's gonna be really fun. Elle has a surprise date day planned for us tomorrow that I'm gonna bring you along with. And then after that, we have to do some shopping for a wedding that we're going to next week. And then I think we'll just see where the weekend takes us. But as always, I'll bring you along. That's it for now. Bye. Hello, good morning. It is Saturday morning. I've been here almost a month now, 3.5 weeks. Yeah. And I just last night got my car. So I have been trapped in Elle's apartment every day unless she takes me out to do something fun, like a dog. Or if I get up and I take her to work and then I take her car home with me, but that's a lot of effort and sometimes we don't wanna put that in and I don't wanna get up that early. But anyway, so I am a little stir crazy. I told Elle this morning, maybe through a little meltdown, that I am having cabin fever. Thankfully my car got delivered yesterday so I can start going out and working in collaborative workspaces and going to coffee shops and trying to make friends on my own, because right now Elle is my only friend here. I mean, her friends are my friends, but like, you know what I mean. So this morning when we woke up, I wanted to go and do something fun. I told her that last night. So she planned this cute little date day since I'm having meltdowns and depression and cabin fever. My tattoo is not completely healed yet. So I really wanted to go to Barton Springs today and swim, but because it's not completely healed, I don't want to mess it up because it's a very like tiny, intricate tattoo. And if you mess up the healing process, it's like you're screwed for the rest of your life with that tattoo. So anyway, no pool, no Barton Springs. It's so freaking hot out, so I didn't want to go hiking, but I did say I wanted to do something semi-outdoors and cute and aesthetic because I do want to take some Instagram photos. As hard as that might be to believe for some people, I love taking Instagram photos. It is one of my favorite activities. So she chose to take me to the Cathedral of Junk. Basically, this guy has just spent his life decorating his property with various junk items to make art pieces. I don't quite understand it, but I can appreciate it. So we're gonna go see that. I'll bring you along. I'm gonna take some Instagram photos. Hopefully my camera doesn't overheat because it is 100 degrees outside. Anyway, all right, that's it for my update. Okay, bye. Hello. All right, we got done at the Cathedral of Junk. It was interesting. I can definitely appreciate how much time and effort he put into everything. I don't understand the physics behind it. I definitely appreciated how everything had a spot. That's what we were saying when we were walking through it. It's not like he just literally threw a pile of junk together. Like, everything had a very specific spot that it was supposed to go to make it a more beautiful art piece. So that was really cool. If you're ever in Austin and you want something to do, it's free to go. He accepts donations, so we Venmo'd him a donation because obviously, like, we spent time on his property and looking at his beautiful work, so we want to pay for that. But it's all optional. He's a cool guy. He spent a little time at the end talking to us and talking us through his art. I didn't want to record him because I felt like that was invasive to shove a camera in his face, but I recorded the audio, so here's a little bit of that.
And all of that yourself? Like the
I did
structure,
everything.
and that's so cool.
How do you secure everything where you know it's not like a wind's gonna blow something off?
It's all, you know, it's not welded or anything. It's
Yeah.
all the stuff is just puzzled together.
Yeah,
I mean, we get plenty of storms. I don't really lose anything.
yeah.
And what's the 0.1% you haven't finished yet?
It's just a little here and there. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Is it just like you would just go to junkyards?
No, people give me this stuff. Just brand new.
Nice.
Nice.
See?
License plate, yeah.
My first Tesla part.
Oh, I
Oh,
didn't even
wow.
notice that.
You know, it started off really slow anyway.
Yeah.
I didn't have a grand plan. I didn't even own this house for the first 17 years I lived here. So it started with a little grouping of sculptures.
Yeah.
And then it kind of grew together. And when that happened, then that's when people started asking me, hey, what do you call that? I didn't know what to tell them. I called it Yard Space 11 to start off with.
Oh, I like
but that
that.
didn't make any sense to anybody. My mom started calling it the Cathedral of Junk, and that stuck like gold. So.
And how'd your landlord at the time react?
Well, he never said no. He was actually a fan.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Man, he was an old-time kind of live and let live Austin kind of guy that we don't find very much of anymore.
Yeah, it's very impressive.
Thank you.
So anyway, after we got done with that, Elle needed her 7th coffee of the day, so we stopped at Flight Path, and it's half bike shop, half coffee shop. It was pretty cool. Here's what it looked like. Oh, my bad. It's not called Flight Path. It's called Flat Track. Idiot. And now we are walking to a record store. For what? I don't know. Is there a specific record we're looking for? She says no. So we're just gonna go have some fun and we're gonna look around the record shop, and then after that, we're gonna stop at our favorite pasta food truck. I know that sounds weird. It's also 105 degrees out and we're gonna get hot pasta. Yum, but it's actually really good. It was genuinely some of the best pasta I've ever had in my entire life. So we're both really craving something heavy for dinner, even though, again, it's 105 out. We're gonna go do that after we're done at the record shop. That's it for now. That's my check-in. I'll still bring you along. Okay, bye. I have a headache and I'm out of breath. I don't know where we're going. We got done at the record store. Baby, your legs are twice the size of mine. We're going up a ramp. Anyway, we got done at the record store. She found a record she wanted, and then it was only 4:47, and we didn't have any other plans before pasta. And I said, are we getting the early bird special and getting dinner at 5? And she said, no, we can't be that couple. We're gonna go do something fun. And I said, great, as long as it's not outside, because I'm dying. Where are we going? Oh, yeah! Yeah! Wow, baby, wow. No Tito served. Okay. That was incredible, show-stopping, never been done before. Surprised me with the Titos Museum. Could this day get any better? Baby, that was the best 15 minutes of my life. Well, you know what I mean. If you're confused, why would you be? Because that was such quality footage. As I was saying, as I was running up the ramp for my life, we had a couple minutes to kill, and so Elle was gonna surprise me with something. Let's see if we made it with the free parking. It was 20 minutes of free parking. Let's see if we did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she surprised me by taking me to the Titos, not museum, pop-up shop. Regular shop. Always there shop.
Tito's store.
Tito's store.
It's like you really just don't want to call it a store.
I really just
You're
don't.
liking anything else.
Yeah, Tito's boutique. Anyway, Tito's is my go-to jam. If you don't know that about me, then you really don't know me at all, do you? Welcome, this is me. Tito's is the only alcoholic beverage that I can consume. Some people may think that's weird. She said it's my beige flag that I can only drink Tito's straight, which fair enough. Yeah, I discovered a very long time ago when I started drinking at the legal age of 21 that I don't like wine, I don't like beer.
I think it's because you just refuse to let your palate get accustomed to it.
Baby, I have tried it over. This is what everyone says to me. I've tried it over and over and over.
But you take one sip like this. No, I don't like it. And am I wrong?
No. Here's the thing. When I drink responsibly, and I know I'm going out, at home, I will take shots of Tito's in the span of 20 minutes so that I can
north on Lavaca Street.
I will sit there and I will take shots of Tito's in 20 minutes or so, whatever is not considered dangerous and that I'm putting on the internet. And so that way I am thoroughly drunk when we leave the apartment. And so then when we go, when we go out, I don't have to buy drinks when we're out. What's so wrong with that? Anyway, what I was saying was basically, I figured this out about a decade ago, that the only way that I can consume alcohol and not gag because something's not right up here and I need to be diagnosed is if I do a straight shot of Tito's or any other unflavored vodka, but Tito's is my go-to because it's amazing, chased with a bite into a lime or a swig of Sprite. So I've been known as the Tito's girl with all of my friend groups, starting at 21 years old. So this has always been my thing. And people always get me like Tito's merch, and when it's my birthday, everyone just brings me giant bottles of Tito's. That makes me sound low-key like I have an issue with alcohol, but I don't, I promise. I drink maybe once a month, especially now that I'm in Texas and Elle and her friends don't really drink that much. They'll sit around and have a beer or a glass of wine, but no one like rages. So I really don't drink that much anymore, but when I do, you can guarantee it's gonna be a shot of Tito's with a chaser of Sprite. That is my explanation as to why Elle took me to the Tito's not museum. So there you go. If you were confused, now you're all caught up. But anyway, okay, so we just got to this place called the Vortex. Remember how I was telling you in my last vlog that everywhere in Austin just has food truck parks? Everywhere. So there'll be one main building where it's like, I hate saying this word again because I said it so many times in my last vlog, but it's usually a brewery, and then there's so many food trucks outside, and there's usually a place to eat inside of the B-word place, and then there's always outdoor seating. But we are once again at one of those places, and it's called the Vortex, and basically they have the Butterfly Bar, Six Square, and Patrizzi's, and it looks like one other place, but they don't have the name on the sign. I'll show you in a second. But Patrizzi's is why we're here. It's the pasta food truck that we are obsessed with, and even though it is literally 106 degrees outside, we're about to get ourselves some hot fettuccine Alfredo, but we're gonna eat it inside of the Butterfly Bar. So we'll order it. Oh my God. Great. So we'll order a drink in the Butterfly Bar so that we don't feel bad about sitting at one of their tables, and then we'll go outside, we'll get our pasta, we'll bring it back inside, we'll enjoy our drink. I could just put on my sunglasses. And by our drink, I mean Elle's gonna get a beer or a little glass of wine, and then we're gonna eat. But yeah, we just got here. She ran inside to make sure that there was a table inside the Butterfly Bar because I said I will absolutely not be eating hot fettuccine Alfredo if I have to sit outside in between all the little food trucks. But she just texted me while I finished up vlogging, and I gotta, and she, well, let me not like be obnoxiously loud while I'm vlogging. And she said there is a table, so she's holding the table while I finished up my vlogging. I'm gonna go meet her inside and I'll show you what the Vortex is all about.